Welcome to episode 68 of Quarantini with Blake and Brendan. Here, he makes them,
and he drinks them.
I would like to start off by reminding you that we have a new puppy in the crowd.
Yes.
His name is Gus.
And he has been a tyrant.
He's a good boy, but he also kind of sucks.
What did he do?
Well,
what did he do?
Let's just look. These are Ethernet cables, people. You see this? You see this?
Just terrorized.
Are you gonna? I don't know if it'll focus on. Oh wow, it really did. You see that?
Just ate through it.
This is 50 feet. 50 feet of Ethernet cable. Garbage.
Gone.
The dog has ruined that. I had to order new ones. And you know what? It's my fault. I left it on the floor. What else did I think was going to happen?
We live and we learn, right?
We live and we learn. We live and we learn, and we have started our official puppy training today.
Boom.
We're taking courses. We're learning. I'm learning that it's all my fault. It's all my fault because the dog doesn't know what's right or wrong.
Right. He's a pup.
I left it on the floor.
Oh.
You know. So it's puppy training time.
Is your guys' snack this gigantic bag of Ruffles?
It's humongous. Look at it compared to the size of your head.
Yeah. There's 1, 2, like 2.5.
2.5 face sizes.
Yep.
Everybody, I need you to listen up. This is a very important announcement.
I need to stop what Charles doing.
Everyone listen to me. Seattle, believe it or not, I'm reading this from my friend Kevin P. Believe it or not, Seattle now has a higher record maximum temperature than Miami, Atlanta, Washington, D.C., or Chicago. Portland's record high exceeded that of Houston, Austin, or San Diego.
Gross. It's gross.
We ain't got AC up here.
You know, like us coming from Phoenix and being consistently like 100 degrees, it's dry heat. So like you sweat and it dries almost immediately.
It sucks.
Here it's humid. Like the moisture is in the air. So you just still feel it for like
There's
hours.
so much condensation on anything that is cold.
Oh,
It's just everything is wet. You're hot.
yeah.
You can't get cool. It's uncomfortable. The dog's chewing up all my stuff. I'm,
Pets' heads are falling off.
I'm grumpy.
Oh.
Hangry.
I'll be honest. I'm pretty tired today, everybody. Pretty tired.
And it's not even that hot out right now. What is it right now?
Yeah, it's not 100 degrees.
No, it's only 77.
Focus.
Focus on, not on our faces. There we go. It's only 77. But the thing is that it's been up to 90 today. Yesterday it was 104 or 106 or something, right? It's unacceptable. It's unacceptable.
You know, we got through it though. And we're here today.
At least it's cooler. This morning was gorgeous.
That was perfect.
I sat outside for like almost 2 hours. It was perfect outside. There was a breeze. I wasn't shiny like I am right now.
Glistening oh so much.
Oh my gosh. Hello, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
Welcome to the evening. Glad you're here. Yeah, Gus hasn't learned to blame his evil twin yet, but it is my fault.
It wasn't me. It was
Just
the
so
one-armed
everyone
man.
knows, Brian Wilson, lead singer of the Beach Boys, also my father, said, "So true. It's all your fault." Thanks, Dad.
Yep.
Good sport. That's good. That's a funny one. I know. At least in Phoenix, we had AC everywhere. It was.
Yeah.
I think it was illegal to have AC, not have AC in Phoenix. Like,
Yeah.
you had to have it because it's so hot.
Yeah.
People would die.
That's a fact.
Kevin P, the Bald Wonder, said, "If only there was a cool, refreshing, delicious cocktail to take the edge off this inferno."
Huh. I think I have something about that in my back pocket this day.
In my back pocket. Steve Andrews, I literally said this before we went live. I do need some Gold
He
Bond.
literally, like, maybe 5 seconds we actually went live.
I would love some Gold Bond. Kimberly says, "Gold Bond for the win." I only assume she's wearing Gold Bond right now. Thank you for letting us know, Kim Reynolds. AKA Giggles. Sean Petit says it's 90. It was 96 in Ohio. Was that yesterday?
Really?
96.
Mom, you're probably having a blast. You probably would
No
love it.
wonder.
Were you outside? Were you actually
Who knows?
outside?
It's fine. Did you crawl out of the basement?
Love you, Matt.
We're warm.
Yeah.
A little bit sticky, which we all know me. Not a big fan of that.
I got that out of the way at like 2 o'clock today when I rode my bike in mid heat.
Yeah, you really did.
And I haven't stopped sweating since then. So just kind of got over it.
So just to put this issue to bed, Seattle now has a higher record maximum temperature than Miami. That's in Florida, people. Atlanta, that's in Georgia. Washington, D.C., you know where that is. And Chicago. Portland beat out Houston, Austin, and San Diego. It's bonkers is what it is.
I really hope global warming doesn't turn us into like
It will.
Like, you know, that kind of just heat.
It is. That's what's happening.
No.
It is. Well, I'm thinking I want to have a polar blast right now. Amelia says that they're having a polar blast in New Zealand.
I was looking through some old pictures, and it was when we were in the cabin in the snow. I was like, oh, it sounds
I'd love to be there
That
right now.
sounds so good right now.
A little snow, a little fire, a little jacket.
Mm.
I'll take
Sounds
it.
great.
Over here, I'm showing my knees to the public because it's so hot. It's not respectable.
Excuse me.
Oh my gosh.
So I hope you guys are excited about this cocktail. I know I am, especially within this heat because Smashes are one of my favorite cocktails besides the Negroni. It's my all-time favorite.
That's true.
Smashes, it's just light, refreshing. You got a nice little touch of mint. And today we're doing a rhubarb simple. Look how pretty this simple comes out to be. Like you just get this beautiful, like pinkish red,
Heck,
and it's
yes.
just super good.
Let's focus on that, boy. There we go.
Rhubarb itself, like it adds nice little acidity to cocktails. With if you make it simple, obviously you got the sweetness. So and a little bit of earthiness. So it's all around a great additive to cocktails. A great thing to have on hand. On that note, if you guys are making fresh fruit simples, they do have a shorter shelf life.
I was literally just about to ask that.
They do have a shorter shelf life because it's a fresh ingredient. You have different. Oh my god, I lost it. Anyway, natural ingredients will just act different to a sugar and basically ferment. Unless you have an enclosed caption, you want to make a fernet and basically make your own alcoholic beverage. Totally welcome to. I did that once.
Oh, Sue. Sorry, I was still on camera too. we had picture in picture, but I was really into my ruffles. I wasn't even paying attention. That's on me. Sorry.
Yeah, if you guys are using fresh fruit, it does have a shorter shelf life than a normal simple. A normal plain simple probably has a shelf life in your fridge for about 1.5. No, that's too long. About a month. It's still usable. Fresh ingredients maybe pushes it down to 2 weeks.
Okay, but a regular simple month and a half, 4 to 6 weeks.
If you have proper storage, absolutely.
Proper storage meaning refrigeration.
But if you want to take that, throw it in like a canning jar, and it'll actually keep your fruit in there, and it will ferment, and it'll actually make it. I did it by accident, making a grape simple. Tasted like delicious wine.
Really?
Yeah, it's so good.
We should make our own wine.
Yeah.
Don't tell anybody.
Yes, please.
A good question from Sean Petit. Do you cook the rhubarb?
So how I did my rhubarb simple this day, when I normally do it, I will make my simple syrup, and then I'll actually just throw my rhubarb and let it steep while it cools down, and then it sits for about 12 hours. This time I did a faster pace.
Quicker.
Quick. I don't know.
What are we talking about?
There's a certain word. I did a accelerated. Thank you. I did an accelerated version of it.
Thank you.
So even before I even turned my heat on my pan, my sugar and my water was already in there. I threw all of my rhubarb, and I threw it up to about 225 to almost 300 degrees, and then I had my sugar melt down, and then I let it sit a little bit in boiling water for about 10 minutes, and then I let it cool down with the rhubarb in it for another 20 minutes. And that's still, like, again, you get this beautiful color. The taste is like almost spot on. You still get a nice little pop of flavor. Still get some earthiness out of it, and it's turned out really good. But
Okay, that's a good answer to that. Will there be a
Hey.
Gus sighting for all of us tonight? There probably will be.
get off the Ethernet cord.
Gus is
He's in the
currently trying to
background
chew out the new Ethernet cable that's running the show tonight. If we go dark, it's Gus's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's bigger now.
He is.
Bigger than last week.
He got longer. His butt's bigger.
Oh.
He's got this new. His back legs are taller than his front legs.
Yeah, he runs like this.
Yeah.
Like a hot rod.
Hot rods around. Look at him. Look at that cute pup. Hey, bud.
Oh, that's a good boy. That's a good boy, Gus. All right, don't chew stuff.
I'm really curious on how big he's actually going to be. When
Yeah,
he
me
grows
too.
up, you know.
It's getting to a point where we're not going to be able to carry him here
Yeah.
pretty soon. He's getting big. Does the rhubarb? Steve Andrews asked, does the rhubarb simple have a peat in it?
No, but this cocktail does because we're using Scotch.
Hey!
I was gonna make a joke, but you beat me to it. Dang.
There's your Gus sighting for the evening. I don't think I can do this hat anymore.
Let's make a cocktail. It's hot
Please,
here.
God, yes.
Okay, cool. We're gonna jump right into our cocktail. Again, one of my favorite cocktails is the Smash. Generalization of it is you can use pretty much any spirit. This and just play around with your ratios and your simple syrups, but this one is a great refreshing cocktail for any hot day. And unfortunately, I'm using Scotch for this hot day, but it's still gonna be delicious and refreshing because we're using lemon juice, lime juice, and we're doing a rhubarb simple.
Rhubarb
simple. I'm really excited, and we're gonna jump right in. So with our lime juice, we're gonna only do.
I hear a train coming. Get going, brother.
Oh, I hear it too.
I hear it.
So with our lime juice, we're only gonna do a 0.25 ounce. My ratio for a sour, like a sour mix at home, is gonna be a 0.25 ounce of your lime juice and a half ounce of your lemon juice, half ounce of your simple syrup. That makes your own sour that you want to make at home instead of actually buying the store mix.
Say that again.
So 0.25 ounce of your lime juice. Oh, okay. 0.25 ounce of your lime juice, a half ounce of your lemon juice, and then a half ounce of your simple syrup. And that's basically a house-made simple syrup instead of buying store-bought. Way fresher, more balanced. It's not overly sweet, especially when you're playing around with your simple syrups, because again, simples are up month.
Symbols are up month.
And it's a great thing to have at home. And probably, if like you combine all of it at once, if you want to combine your lemon juice, lime juice, and your simple syrup, you're totally welcome to. It probably sits for about a week and a half to 2 weeks. Be careful keeping on it, depending on your temperature in your fridge.
Kim Reynolds has just opened the garage door.
And
I think she was trying to close it.
No,
Yeah, she's trying to close it.
it's
Got it.
keeping the heat.
The heat shall stay inside.
We're gonna keep it.
Kim also is having a tough time with Gus. While that's happening, let's watch Blake pour some stuff
Okay.
on mute. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. It's just so loud.
All right. So 0.25 ounces of your lime juice per one cocktail.
You guys, honestly, I need like my own. I feel like a preacher. I need like a towel, just like wiping my head.
And then onto our fresh squeezed lemon juice, we're gonna do 0.5 ounce per one cocktail. And then onto our simple syrup, another 0.5 ounce per one cocktail. All right, and then today we're going to be using, however you really want to pronounce it. People pronounce it differently. It's Dewars, Dewars, Dewez. No one says that.
Dewez. No one says that. Dewars. I feel like that's the American way to say it.
Yeah.
Dewars.
Dewars, Scotch, and this is going to be 1.5 ounce per one cocktail.
Now, is this where does this fall on the shelf level of scotches?
This is my personal opinion. Well, there's worse scotches out there, so it's probably a mid-shelf. But it's okay. I've had some really good scotches.
Yeah, so have I. And I agree. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. Which, I mean, the lightness of this style of scotch will actually work really well with the
Yeah,
cocktail.
that's true. Because you got like a nicer scotch. Obviously you don't want to use a nice scotch in a mixed cocktail.
Right.
You're not going to buy Oban 14 or something.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that,
Just
people.
drink that.
Come on. All right, so again, 1.5 ounce per one cocktail. Awesome. So to recap, recap, we have 0.25 ounce of our lime juice, and Gus is terrorizing a push broom.
This would be a perfect time to have a Gus cam.
Yeah, it would.
Him just going to town on the bristles of a push broom. The coolest thing in the world to him.
So 0.25 ounce of your lime juice, half ounce of your lemon juice, half ounce of your simple syrup, and then an ounce and a half of your scotch. And again, this cocktail is very, very versatile. So you can literally use vodka, gin, rum, tequila, whiskey,
That is
or
true.
scotch.
Yeah.
Anything, and it's just depending on your ratio that you want to make at home and how you want to make it.
Yeah.
But
Definitely.
definitely, any hot day, this will work anytime.
That is true. Obviously, we would not ever use the Glenlivet.
Right.
You guys, we have a very special moment in the program tonight. We actually get to slap the mint.
We do. Yes, we do.
Oh, it smells so good.
And then per one cocktail, you're going to do 3 leaves of mint per one cocktail. Crap. I lost my count.
That's okay.
Yeah, but
It smells so good.
Might be
Can
a
you
little
smell
extra
it?
on that one.
It's mint julepy.
And if you guys,
Are you having a stroke? Lasagna. I don't think you're supposed to be smelling lasagna, man.
here's kind of like a bartender world phrasing and trick. We call garnishes, especially like basil or mint, we call them sprigs. Sprig is basically, I want to show this right here perfectly, and zoom in there, cool. So our sprig is actually this top leafed part. It's usually like 2 to 4 leaves on this top part.
Oh, really?
And so it makes a nice, and if you want to do this at home, which kind of like makes a little difference, it's kind of fun. You literally just take that pop off and then use your bottom leaves as your either mixing or like whatever you want to mix your cocktail with.
So the top part that you just pulled off is your garnish?
That is my garnish. So then you see most, if you guys go out to cocktail bars that are kind of fun and fancy, and you see these, you're like, that is your sprig. Just so you know.
Man, I did not know that. I'm learning. Gus Cam would be pretty sweet. All I need is about $1,000. So if you guys can send me $1,000, I will put a Gus Cam out together. I promise.
Cool.
But I need some cash to do that.
And then for this cocktail, like mojito, you don't need to muddle your mint. You can just shake.
Is that a controversial thing in the bartending world?
No.
The cocktail world? If you muddle your mint?
Nope.
Call them the mint muddlers.
Not a controversial thing. The only controversial thing is when people I see make mojitos or anything like that, they do it in a glass. And I literally have a scar to show that if you muddle in a glass, it works, but there's a high possibility that you will shatter and you ruin your cocktail, or it will cut you. And
That's what that's from?
that it's
that one right there?
that one's not, but it's like right on my palm. It's kind of faded, but
Get cut.
just be careful. I've done it before. It will hurt. Okay. So we don't need to muddle our mint. We got our lime, lemon, simple syrup, our scotch. We're going to throw shale ice. We're going to use shale ice this time because I want to dilute a little bit more of the scotch and pop the flavor of the simple syrup. And we'll use that to shake, and actually will help us grind down our mint. And let's get shaking.
Let's get shaken. Shaken cocktail tonight. That means we get to have a great time watching the Blake shake. As far as the evening goes, what's everybody's snack tonight? Some of you have joined us since we last asked. Ours is 2.5 times our face size bag of chips. I want to know what yours is. Anybody got a whole chicken yet? Anybody? I would love to know that you're eating a whole chicken. Also, I wish that we could post pictures in the chat. That would be very cool. You know what time it is. It's time for the Blake Shake.
It feels really great on my hands.
Get it, bud. Oh, Gus does not like the shaking tins.
Don't like it.
Gus does not like the shaking tins.
All right.
Sean Petit letting us know that she actually used the shaking tins tonight.
Good job, Ma.
Well
I'm glad you got
done.
to use them.
Ramping up the game.
So for our cocktail glass, we're going to continue using shale ice for our cocktail glass. You guys are welcome to use draft ice, your homemade ice if you want to, if you guys are doing that.
Why not the fancy ice?
So with our volume that we have, it actually helps build the cocktail, make it look a little fuller in the cocktail.
Okay.
Kind of a little cheat, I'll be honest, but it just kind of fills out the glassware a little bit better.
Okay. That's good to know. Why is this? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Steve Andrews' snack tonight is on brand rum. Elise, cotton candy grapes and salt and pepper pistachios.
Ooh.
Which, let's talk about grapes for a second. I saw a TikTok today where a lady took grapes off of the bushel. What is that? Is it a bushel? Remember the grapevine? Oh, it's a grapevine, obviously. And put them all in a Ziploc bag. And well, I didn't know what the little bundle of grapes was called. A bunch of grapes? Is that literally what it's called? It's a murder of grapes. Anyway, somebody Google that for me. So hot. But she took up like 3/4 of a packet of Jello, red Jello, and dumped it into the grapes. Worked it all in together, and then put it in the freezer.
Ooh.
And then just snacked on them.
Okay.
Kind of want to try it. Gonna be honest. Kind of want to. A bunch or a cluster is the technical term of grapes.
For this next part, when we straighten into our cocktail, it's totally up to you if you guys want to do this at home. You can do what's called a dump, which is what's in the shaking tin. What I just shook up, you literally just dump into your cocktail glass. If you want all that extra mint flavor that's going on in the shaking tin already,
Do you?
I'm going to strain it out because I don't like chewing on mint in my cocktail. It throws me off a little bit. So I'm going to do a double strain. So I'm using my mesh strainer and my Hawthorne strainer. And then I'm going to add an extra garnish with slap in the mint.
And the
then,
sprig.
That's right. And then I got a little fancy because I haven't gotten fancy in a while, and I made a little extra rhubarb garnish.
He was a fancy boy. Bam. Move with me. Move with me. Move with me.
All right, go slow.
We did it. Everybody, we've got gluten-free pizza in the house. We've got stuffed chicken breasts. Nana's in the house, everybody.
Go, Nana.
Welcome, Nana. Muesli bar. I'm not sure what that is. I know that's New Zealand something. It's a bunch. Yes, it's a bunch. Steve Andrews says it's probably a flock of grapes.
All right.
Flock of geese. Gus is on the mezzanine causing a ruckus. It's a good Nana noise. It's a flock of geese. It's a little Brian Regan. Old school Brian Regan. That's one of the funniest bits I've ever seen in my life. Holy crap. All right, everybody. It's almost drink time. Yes. Oh, did I?
All right. Got our cocktail strained out. We're going to take our mint. If you're all new, slapping the mint is actually a real thing. It's not just a phrase anymore.
Real thing.
Also, with any dry herbs or fresh herbs that you want to do, slapping it breaks the skin, releases effervescence. Haven't used that one in a while. And you get a really nice smell just right after your cocktail. It just kind of drags you right into the cocktail, and you're like, ooh, you're intrigued. It's great. Take it in, throw it in the palm of your hand, nice little slap, and throw it right into your cocktail.
Oh, I don't want to send that. I want to send that. I'm trying to send a picture to myself because I want you guys to see this. Oh, because it's really great. Because we had a lot of fun this weekend. Even though it was hot, we had a lot of fun this weekend. And what we did was, there it is. Did you like show those off before you put them on there?
I did not.
Check these things out. It kind of, I thought it was bacon at first.
It is not bacon. little skewers of rhubarb.
Oh yeah, good job, Cameron.
I just sliced them up and threw them in the freezer so they'd stay good.
Oh,
And,
nice.
Just like a little fun additive to the cocktail. Since we are using our fresh rhubarb simple.
That is fancy.
And
Look at
come
you
on,
go.
Stay on there. Oh, come on. See, this is the issue sometimes. See? Just not going to do it. I'm going to toss you right in there.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Whatever.
It's okay.
You
We'll
win
give
some,
that
you
one to
lose some.
Kevin.
All right, there you guys have it.
Why would you do that?
The Scotch Smash with a rhubarb simple syrup. Hope you guys made it at home and enjoy. Let's give it a taste for ourselves. Kevin, there you are. Good sir. You're very well. Kip? You're very well. All right. I'm going to give mine a smell. Cheers.
It smells awesome.
So great. Off
It
the
smells so awesome.
bat. Oh, here we go. So just I don't know if I can touch just a touch of the rhubarb. Drags the earthiness with the scotch, and then just refreshes right off the mint, and then you get the citrus falling right off the bat of it, and then just like the sweetness from the rhubarb simple just pulls everything together.
Yes, Blake.
You could even throw some rhubarb bitters in there. I think that would just top it right off, probably.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Nana says, "You slapped the mint too hard."
I got big hands. I got big hands. Sorry, Nana. Just kind of what happens.
Yes. Yes.
Nice little refreshing cocktail, even with
Yeah.
scotch on a hot day.
I know. The scotch really isn't.
Cool it up.
Wow. That is great.
Again,
I like that a whole lot more than I thought it would.
this will work with pretty much any spirit.
Rum smash. Gin smash. Ruffle smash.
Yeah, I like that.
So good. This weekend was a big weekend in the HQ universe. It really was. We didn't tell you last week, but we were telling you this week. And I was hoping he was going to be here by now, but he's not.
Oh.
But this last weekend was Producer Joe's birthday.
It was great. It was super great.
It was a great weekend, the whole weekend.
You know, I would have to say I don't think I've ever met somebody that really, like you're just like, yeah, it's your birthday, enjoy it. He did. And when we were out, he's like, yeah, it's my birthday. Like,
Yeah.
treat me. And it was so great. And I love to see that, especially from Joe, because he's pretty retained and, but it was fantastic.
It was an absolute blast.
Yeah.
Before we get into the weekend, we do have two questions. What's the mouth power rating?
Good
A
call.
couple of people are asking
Good call.
in the chat. We did not answer that question before we move on. I liked last week's so much. I think I rated it 8.5,
You
9.
did. That was a gimlet, yeah.
I loved it. Loved everything about it.
This one's probably like a 6. I think I could add a little bit more simple to it.
I would
want-
say
I would like the rhubarb to pop, just to pop like a little bit.
correct. It's great right out of the gate. It's really cold. It's refreshing, but there's not a lot of nuance in it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
good.
Totally.
If somebody made it to me and gave it to me, I would be so grateful. And it is delicious. I would say I'm going to put it at, what'd you say?
I said a 6.
I'm going to put 7.
Right.
Because I still do really like it. I'll drink this. I'm almost done with it.
See,
It's so good.
If you did rum, that sweetness carries in the rum. You don't have to
That's
really
true.
touch much.
That's true.
It's going to carry through. Because it's Scotch and you got that the harshness of the peat, Steve. um, yeah, you need to add a little bit more simple to it with the Scotch for sure.
Michelle says it's the doers that's bringing it down.
You know.
Brian Wilson, lead singer of the Beach Boys, says perhaps you should add some bacon to it. I don't know if salty is what I want. Maybe I do. There's tequila in it. Maybe I would. You know, a little smoked salt rim.
If you did if you could caramelize your rhubarb.
Let's go.
Yeah, if you could caramelize your rhubarb and then cook your bacon in the fat, or cook the rhubarb in the fat, and then make your simple syrup.
Why didn't you do that?
Because I didn't think about it.
Feel like you should have done that now. Anyways, it was Producer Joe's birthday this weekend. Everybody in the chat, make sure you say happy birthday to Producer Joe.
Or a bacon fat wash Scotch. There you go. There you go.
What does that even mean?
You take the rendered fat from bacon.
Like after you cook it?
Yeah, after you cook it. This is a great trick to have at home. If you want to add some extra flavor and you're cooking meats and ducks, if you got duck fat, absolutely. If you got extra cool meat fat, save it, render it down, which basically means melt it, and then take a heat safe container, throw your melted fat in there, and then take your spirit, whatever your spirit is, dump the whole thing in there.
Oh.
And let it sit for 12 hours, and you get this really cool velvety texture flavor, and then also with whatever fat
I like
using.
all things velvety. Name
It's
a velvety
so
thing you don't like.
So good.
Right.
And if it also helps, it takes about 11 ounces of fat per 1 liter of alcohol to get a good flavor.
11 ounces of fat to get a good per a liter.
Per 1 liter. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Sean Petit says
It's insanely good.
you should do a Blake's Choice one night. Just a Blake's Invention cocktail. I think that's what you're saying.
I'm for it. I mean, we're starting a new month, so maybe that could be our month. I was thinking cordials, making homemade cordials, but that's B-52.
Drinks named after airplanes.
Oh, just all of them, yeah.
Go down.
I like that idea.
There's got to be 2 more.
Somebody's made like a... Yes, we could figure it out. Okay, so it was Producer Joe's birthday this weekend. The heat. I'm having a heat stroke right now.
It was his weekend.
And so we went to Olive Garden for dinner. We did some karaoke a little later. We surprised Joe. Joe's girlfriend set up a surprise thing on Saturday. So Friday we did that. Saturday we surprised him at an axe throwing range.
Yeah.
Which I should show you that video because that was fun.
Yeah.
And then not only did we do that, but then on Sunday he set up like a little movie theater in his backyard. We came over. Gus and Gary hung out.
I went to a river on Sunday.
And we watched a movie. We watched Stand By Me. And, we sat out it was like 9:30-ish. We started the movie. It was still way too hot, but it was enjoyable. And it was just a great time. We had a great weekend. But what I really want to share with you is that we not only went to Olive Garden.
Yeah.
There was a specific request for Olive Garden. And that specific request was to dress up really fancy. There you go. We dressed up in suits. And to keep Producer Joe's anonymity intact, his face is not shown. But you can see a little blonde tuft of hair.
Blonde tuft of hair, yes.
You can see a fuchsia. Would you call that a fuchsia suit?
I think that's pretty
For
cool. Yeah, I think
fuchsia? Maybe a rhubarb colored suit?
it looked really great. That color was actually
He
really
rocked
spot
it.
on. It was so good.
He rented this whole tux.
Yeah.
It had, you can't tell, but it has ruffles down the center of it. So we dressed up in fancy clothes and walked to we walked into Olive Garden with bubbles. We blew bubbles so that
That was
Joe
his
could
entrance.
walk through the bubbles into Olive Garden.
So good.
We just had a great time.
Yeah.
We said
We did.
we don't care what you guys think.
Yep.
We just had a great time. Then after that, we went over to our local brewery just across the street, our friends at Five Rights. We walked over there. People had a lot of questions, as you do.
Mhm.
It looked like a bunch of adults going to prom. It was weird.
That's a good.
It was
put right there.
unbelievably warm. It was
Yeah.
an unfortunate weekend to decide that to dress up in a suit.
Layers.
And then we went to the local dive bar across the street and did some karaoke.
Yeah.
There's video and there's pictures that I don't know if I'm allowed to show you. If I was allowed to show you, I'm sure it would happen. But it was a blast of an evening.
Last. A fight broke out. A
Yeah.
lot of dancing. A lot of
It was.
singing. Tammy 2 came out of nowhere. Thankfully, I was not a part of it.
Producer Joe's version of Tammy kind of showed up. I guess that's true. I didn't think about it that way. That is incredible.
Yeah.
Why are they everywhere?
I don't know.
Freaking Tammys. They're all over the place. Yeah, so Elise, we actually ran into Elise at the brewery.
Yeah.
And then Elise, you came over and joined us at the dive bar for some karaoke. We had a great time. Elise joined me for my version of Teenage Dirtbag by Wheatus.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we were all adults over 30, and we were out past midnight.
Look at us.
Look at us. We're still young.
Yep. We do what we can.
And then the next day,
Very exhausted. Oh, God. Like, oh.
I was so tired.
Yeah.
And then the next day, we got to go and do some wonderful axe throwing. I'm hoping that this will let me upload, but it maybe won't. Maybe it won't. Nope, it won't. It was just a great time.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
It was really good.
So, everybody, with 15 minutes left.
What?
I know. 15 minutes left in the program. For all of you keeping track at home. I've got some videos that producer Joe sent me. Now, I got to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure the vein that we're running in here tonight. I really tried to figure it out. And I'm sure it'll be made clear to me if producer Joe magically shows up this evening. But he is with his therapy friends. And they have a hang every other Tuesday night. And so I was really trying to figure out what the vein it was, and I just can't. And maybe we can figure it out together, as a community.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
So our very first video, I'm not going to really introduce it because it's a news story, but I kind of feel bad for the news anchor because this sounds like one of those stories. What is happening upstairs? I don't know. It's somebody's going nuts upstairs. But this is a little news story about a squirrel.
This video of the squirrel in her backyard. Katie Morlock says she left some pears out for her pet pig. This squirrel grabbed a pear and ran away with it. About an hour later, the squirrel was caught on camera acting like this. She later realized the pear was in her refrigerator for a while and it may have fermented. Katie says that she didn't get the squirrel drunk on purpose and that the squirrel was okay. The next day it was acting normal.
That story makes me think of Anchorman. If you've ever seen the movie Anchorman, maybe it's not Anchorman. I can't remember what it is, but it's people doing you get sent on these awful stories as news people,
Oh, yeah.
and you've got to report on a drunk squirrel. Like that's the most news that you've got going on in the world is a drunk squirrel. So there's our first video. Now I know we don't have any reference point yet, but our second video is from a popular TV show called America's Got Talent.
Yes.
And I think that this might be tying into last week when we met our new favorite duo,
Oh, yeah.
Brentley and Jeffrey, I think are their names. And I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm trying to read your comments. I'm trying to figure it out. But this is from AGT, and this is a boy band that wants to be the gayest boy band in the world.
So where are you from?
Well, we're from all over the States,
Yeah.
but we actually met in middle school at show choir camp, and we all came out to each other while we were there.
Oh, wow.
And we made a pact that when we turned 21, we would come together and form the world's gayest boy band, and here we are.
That is the cutest thing ever. How old were you guys at camp?
We were only 12.
Oh, wow. Okay. Give me your names, please, starting with you, sir.
I'm Alex. I'm the jock.
Okay.
I'm Norm. Howdy, I'm the cowboy.
Oh, yeah.
It's your boy Jason. I'm the party boy.
Hello, party boy.
Hi, I'm Greg. I'm the mama bear.
Hello, Mama Bear.
Hi, I'm Devin, fashionista.
Fashionista. Okay. So, is your dream to be as successful as the other direction?
This is our destiny. This is really the moment for us.
Okay, and have you written an original song?
Their name is The Other Direction.
Girl, you're the best.
That's why he said
Okay.
that.
Okay, well, listen, I hope this goes really, really well. Good luck.
Thank you, baby.
This one's for the ladies.
Girl, we've been talking a lot, but sometimes you gotta listen.
Do you wanna turn the lights out or stash my face of wine?
I can paint your toenails in the hot tub.
And you can paint mine. Remember the time that we hung at the mall until all of the stores closed? Ever wonder why I'm allowed to hang out in your room with the door closed? Girl, you're the best, and I love you, but not like that. So much between us, but I ain't going down to Venus. When I'm with you, I don't feel
That's pretty good.
Girl, I love you, but not like that. They can actually sing.
Yeah, they're good singers.
They can actually sing, which is great. The light is coming down, and so I'm trying to adjust. But there you go. That's the second video in Producer Joe's lineup. We've got a
Good.
drunk squirrel in the gayest boy band in the world named The Other Direction, which I hope you now understand the reason why they're called that. Very funny lyrics. Girl, when I'm with you, I don't feel fat. Great lyric.
Yep.
I can paint your nails and you can paint mine. I mean, I guess it's probably funny. So, does anybody have a theme? Because if you do, I promise you that this next video is really going to throw you off. Because I cannot make heads or tails of this video. And I wish Producer Joe was here, but he gave me no information.
Nothing, huh?
No information. This is a lady who, if you know about TikTok, duetting means you take a video that's on TikTok and then you respond to it, and there's two videos next to each other. Well, this lady is duetting herself.
Is that against the rules?
That's all I got.
When I see the light in it's your eyes, that's when I realize all is light in your eyes. It's when I see that it occurs to me and realize all the infinity of you and me. When I see
What? That made no sense to me at all.
Was she saying words?
Yeah, so
Sean Petit obviously has been using her shaker chins because this sentence I know is supposed to say, "Where the hell is producer Joe?" to make sense of this. I don't know. Maybe they're all drunk.
it seems
The
to
squirrel
be,
was drunk. Maybe those guys were drunk. They didn't seem drunk.
They didn't seem drunk.
That lady definitely was on something. I'm not sure. I don't think she was actually saying real words. Although Brian Wilson says that's a drunk dude in a dress.
There was no.
Maybe the squirrel is gay, and it's a drunk dude in a dress.
There you go.
That could be it.
It's all Pride.
Pride Month themed, maybe. But then there's this one, which might be my favorite video of the bunch. This one I really like.
I haven't seen it.
It's not political, but it does use President Trump.
Okay.
Look at his face.
That was well done. I like the taking the step. No.
His face was so smug looking at the end, just like, yeah, I did so good playing that piano part. So anybody able?
Seeing a pattern here.
They're all high on legal marijuana. Prop 208. That's what Michelle says. I don't know, to be honest. I really don't. I'm trying to put it together. My next video is this actually might be my favorite one. I forgot about this one. I sent this one to producer Joe this morning. This came across my TikTok feed. Producer Joe, when he goes out and does karaoke, maybe they're all musical.
Okay.
The squirrel is just an appetizer, which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Then we've got our gayest boy band, the ladies singing. We just had that. Then we have this. They're all music themed.
Okay.
They're all weirdly music themed, but they're all music themed. Producer Joe, he goes out when he does karaoke, which isn't very very often. He loves to sing a song by Enrique Iglesias called Hero. You know it. I could be your hero, baby. You know it. I could kiss away your pain. Anyways. But he recently saw a TikTok of a couple that covered that song, and it was so cringeworthy that he said, I might have to retire the song. So I sent him this video this morning. I said, I think this might be your new song for karaoke.
What you doing?
What you doing?
Where you at?
Where you at?
Oh, you got plans?
You got plans?
Don't say that.
Church hotel.
I'm sleeping wine.
Ship.
In a row.
Drip.
I look too good
루트고.
to be alone.
우후.
My house clean.
House clean.
My pool warm.
Pool warm.
Just shave.
Smooth like a newborn. We should be dancing, romancing in the east wing and the west wing of this mansion. What's happening?
I am playing no games and
That one's good.
What you doing?
You got plans.
Oh, don't say that. I think producer Joe would kill that song.
Oh, for sure.
I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open. I'ma leave the door open, baby. Oh, I would love to see producer Joe do that song.
Oh, he'd crush it for sure.
Because his confidence is so high.
Yeah.
It's sky high. Can you imagine if he did that song in a suit, in a fuchsia suit, on his birthday? Man, I
He'd
wish
be
that would
killing
happen.
it too. He got in the mood where he was shaking his shoulders,
Oh man, he was dancing it out, and a strange lady showed up and tried to like be next to him.
feeling
It was weird.
it.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, they're all music because the last one is another singing one. How did I not get that?
Huh.
the heat. I blame the heat. Our last one is a little, not an amuse-bouche. Maybe it's a little dessert, a little quick, little tasty treat.
I'm better at singing than my sister.
It's like hot.
That girl just got her
Right off
wisdom
bat.
teeth out or something, and they captured that gold right
This
there.
opera singer sitting in the.
I'm better than my sister at singing.
Prove it to you.
Watch it. Okay, we figured it out together, everybody.
Music theme.
It was all entertainment-based, performance-based, music-themed evening.
Yep.
Except for the squirrel. The squirrel was just a little,
Just a starter.
just a little appetizer to get you
Yeah.
started.
That's your moosh boosh.
That's your amuse-bouche. That's right. That's correct, everybody. Well, everyone, we did it again.
We did it again.
68 times we've done this. Oh no, that means next week 69. It's gonna be jokes.
Yeah. I feel
Don't
like
do it. Steve, I'm talking to you.
that's a for sure. I feel like Joe's gonna have a rhythm too on that.
He might. He might.
Yeah, you feeling it?
Feel it. It's gonna be a good week. It's gonna be a good week. Hopefully it's cooler. I'm so hot, you guys. Can you see my head? It's so shiny. I'm so
I got this
warm.
nice little like sweat.
Oh
going
my
on right
gosh.
there. I will say I've been trying to get in the sun, but
Is it going away?
I still got
It's
it.
still,
It's
yeah, it's
still
still
there.
there. Very much so.
Still there. Trying to work at it.
Well, everybody, it has been an absolute wonderful weekend. Producer Joe just texted me and said, "Sorry, therapy night went long." Hey, when you're hanging out with your therapy bros, you got to do it.
Yeah.
You know,
do it.
you know,
Therapy bros before hoes.
therapy bros before hoes. Never a truer statement has ever been uttered.
Well, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. I appreciate it. I hope you guys were able to make the cocktail. Hope you guys are able to either now or in the future make this simple syrup.
So good, totally worth it.
Super delicious. This
Yeah.
simple syrup alone is delicious.
Praise Hosanna.
Again, Smash cocktail. Keep this cocktail in your back pocket. It is a versatile cocktail. It's a great one to have on hot dates and dinner parties and all that kind of
Or
jam. You
anytime.
can play with anything. If you guys have questions, please comment. Let us know, and I will try to answer the best I can. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Have a great night,
Yes,
and we'll see you guys next week. Same time, same channel,
where I make them.
and I drink them. Good night.
Peace, guys.
Hello, everybody. How was your Memorial Day? As you can tell by our backwards hats, we had a great weekend.
Yep.
Let's get in real
Right there.
close.
Look at that. So close. Not close enough, exactly.
That is good.
Brandon and I both agreed on that. I look like what's his name from Home Alone, where he gets hit in the face with a iron.
Before we call it a night, we forgot to talk about our snack that we're going to be having. It's a guest snack brought in from our friend to celebrate something really that is a milestone. And the milestone is Margaret was looking through her phone and realized it's been one whole year since Blake has responded to any message that Margaret has sent her.
What? That is so funny.
I was looking at her, I was like, why is there a hate?
Oh.
Just keep yelling.
Praise Hosanna.
Yeah. Have you had rhubarb simple before? You try this. It's super, super fun. Like you actually, the amount of acidity that you get off of it is surprising.
Dude, I was not expecting that.
Right.
It is surprisingly acidic. It's almost like, is this something citrus family? I mean, that's sort of a stupid question, but like,
I
It has a-
I
it
don't
has a
think
hint.
so.
it has a hint of like, it's very well rounded.
Right.
Like it almost borders on, you could add some like lime to it and make it like a sour.
Yeah.
It's amazing. How long have you seen it for?
So my normal process.
Drink that.
I know. my normal process, I'll make my simple syrup first, right when it's done melting. I'll have my rhubarb cut and prepped, and then I'll dump it over the rhubarb and let it steep, and I'll let it sit for 12 hours.
Okay, that's it.
And then, but this one, I used 3 stalks, and I threw everything before I started the heat, and I let it, the sugar to melt down. I let it an extra 10 minutes, and then pulled the heat, and then I let it sit for another 15, 20. Yeah.
It's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
The Scotch too is nice. You just cut through everything.
Yeah.
Scotch like sour peaches.
Right?
Yeah.
Most people don't. Like there's.
I know I've done it before. It hasn't.
Yeah.
It just takes a